Hi, I'm Todd with Whole Latte Love. We have Mark behind the camera again today.
Todd, what are we taking a look at today?
We're taking a look at the Mazzer model Mini A and the Mini B. Both are electronic grinders, non-doserless, programmable, so you can program how much coffee you want it to brew by time, not by weight or anything. Very similar grinders, the key difference being on the Model A, all your controls are up top here. You have to push that for single shot, that for double shot, that for manual. Over on the Model B, you're pushing this button here to operate the grinder.
With your portafilter.
With the portafilter.
Yeah.
So let me get something underneath there. I'll kind of show you how that works. Let's assume it's a portafilter. Push it once for a single shot, and if you want to stop it, you just push and hold it like that, and it'll turn off. If you want a double shot, just click, click.
A little lights light up there.
Yep. Again, if you want to stop it, you just push it in and stop it.
And then it's got the adjustments down there.
Yep. We have our adjustment screws here. You adjust this to change the amount of time. We found that one full turn was about 1 second in time. Right. And 1 second was about 0.6 or 0.7 grams of coffee for the grind being dialed in the way we have it for our machine over here with this coffee. Obviously, all the results can be different with different coffees.
Your mileage may vary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, go over some other basic things on here. The bean hopper here comes with a short bean hopper, which is how tall, Mark?
16.9 inches total.
Our statistician. Yeah. So it'll fit underneath your 18-inch cabinet. It has a screw here where you can use that to lock the bean hopper in. There's a hole in the bean hopper there that'll screw into. Then there's another screw over here that'll keep you from turning this too far. Actually, there's a stop in that. That'll stop it if you go too far. So if for some reason you can't turn it, loosen that up. Like if you're trying to take this whole burr plate out to clean it, just take that screw out, or loosen it up a lot, I should say.
And it does have a stopper in the hopper there, if you want to shut off your bean flow,
yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that'll cool quite a bit of beans underneath it there.
Yeah.
And then the way you adjust it, you have this lever here. You can push and pull that to make it finer or coarser. And you can see which way to go for fine, which way for coarse.
And we found kind of like a tiny little adjustment makes kind of a big difference.
Yeah, huge difference.
Lots
we were
of testing
surprised.
with this. Yeah.
Yeah, we found that just moving one notch from there over to there would change about, what were we at? From 17 up to 19 grams, was it?
Yeah, pretty close. I think for the full notch, right? Because at a half a notch, we was about a gram of difference again.
Yeah, so if we adjusted a half notch, it would get 1 full gram out of it.
Yeah.
And that could really change how your brew goes. So if you go to start making adjustments on this, just do very small. And it's pretty easy to do. Just, you know, you can be careful when you pull on it. It is kind of stiff. It could jerk a little farther than you expect. So be real careful.
Okay.
Let's go a little more of the fine tuning on how to work the grinder over here. We'll go over the Mazzer Mini A, which is actually, I do prefer this one. Well, let me show you why, first of all.
Yeah.
Let me grab the portafilter here.
Off our Pro 700 over there, Top Tech.
Okay. They have a little rubber piece here, keeps the portafilter from sliding. That's nice. So I'm going to do the double shot, which is about 15 grams on this one. Okay. Now you can see how the coffee's dropping in here. Okay, right in the center.
Yeah.
Pretty evenly distributed. Okay, pretty nice.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll dump this. Then we'll do it on the B. So I'll push it twice.
The light goes on.
Yeah. Now while it's grinding, you notice the coffee's a little more towards the back of the filter basket.
You got that button up front there.
Exactly. The button there is holding it out a little bit.
Yeah. So just a little more spill on that one, maybe?
A little more spill. We got a little more coffee out of that one, but we did find that you do get a little more spillage because of the way it fills in there.
Now, should we take a look inside the little hoppers here? It's not really hoppers, just kind of things.
Okay. So that's all. There's a guard there that keeps from getting the cleaning out the chute. Probably we don't have to very often, but if you need to get in there, you want to. There's a Phillips head screw over here.
Take those
then
out.
On the other side, it'll come right out. Got this nice little clip here. You can.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have a counter up here that tells you how many times you ground.
So yeah, we've done 40 shots on this, basically.
This was a brand new grinder.
Yep.
Now, if you want to change the grind times, push and hold the menu button for 3 seconds. Do that, and then we'll push this one. So we have this set for 7.5 seconds. If you want to go up, just
and it's
up or down like that.
0.05 of a second at a time, huh? Okay.
And then push and hold that. And then
until it flashes back, and then it'll go back to the counter. Okay.
Well, this is kind of interesting. You notice we have this set at 7.5 seconds, and we have this one set for 15. You would think that this will give you half the coffee, but it doesn't.
It's a little...
Yeah, we had 18 grams out of that one to 15 seconds. We had about 9.1 or 9.2 out of this.
So random startup variation.
Exactly.
The little terms we were coming up with.
Yeah.
We also kind of found, because we did some tests with the hopper's full, the hopper's not so full of beans.
Yeah, and surprising enough, it didn't make a difference. We thought your drop weight, your weight on top of the beans would make a big difference, but from what we found, it made no difference.
No difference at all, really. Yeah, quite surprising.
Probably what, did 20?
Yeah,
20
we
tests
did
with that?
a lot.
So, okay, let's jump over to the Model B. And did we talk about that already, didn't we? Okay, so we got that.
About a second per full turn of those adjustments, right? In the grind time.
Yep. And so with this, you don't have any electronics here, so you don't have to have this fancy Kumisigam to hold that on.
Right. And what the motors in these?
250 watt motors.
In both.
In both.
The same.
Yeah, one thing to keep in mind, if you're looking at the electronics and you're thinking about maybe getting electronic or getting the doser version, I want to show you a little bit about the difference between those. The burr size is different. We have 65 millimeter on the electronic versions.
So that's an electronic. That's the one we have over here on the right.
In the doser version, we have 58 millimeter.
So this, technically, the one on the left, that is a Mazzer
Mini doser.
Doser.
Yep. Or timer, they call it. It has a timer on the side.
Timer on the side. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to show you inside here, too. Now, if you want to get at the burrs, you loosen your lock screw here, and you turn that towards the course. Let's say you want to clean them out, or maybe you get a stone in there from when you're grinding your coffee. You pull that out, and you get in there. And then when you put it back together, you're going to want to clean the coffee out of here. Get a brush.
Yeah.
You just touch a bit of lube on that before you put it back in there.
Makes it a little easier to adjust if that's all nice and clean.
Sure. Now I'll show you a little bit about.
And then also you got to be careful of those little springs, right? If you start vacuuming and stuff in there, which a lot of people do, you can suck those right up.
Yeah, then you'll have to.
And you've never done that, right?
Well, of course not. Then you have to go in your vacuum cleaner and find them.
You'll learn by experience.
Yeah. So it'll give you a difference in the burr size. You can see the difference between the 65 and the 58.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the electronics have the bigger
burrs. Yep. And when you're putting this together.
Oh yeah, the trick.
Yes, nice little trick.
Because there are very fine threads in these.
Yeah, and you don't want to cross thread them. What you can do is you push this, turn it to the core side, like you're unscrewing it, till you hear it click. I hear that?
Yeah.
And then.
So that's when the threads kind of drop.
Then you can screw it down.
And screwing down is actually lefty-tighty.
It's not very intuitive. So you just look at that and you can tell finer, it's closer together, go that direction.
Yeah.
So it's not the righty-tighty, lefty-loosey deal.
It's the opposite, pretty much. Yep.
Yep. Also wanted to mention on the Mazzers, they always do a fantastic job with their finish.
They are very nicely finished.
Yeah,
it's kind of the little glossy.
I don't think there's anything better than the way they do this.
Very
There's no grinder better. They nailed that one.
Yeah.
And it comes with this little tray here.
Comes right out for dumping.
Raise it up a little bit, locks in place.
And the little touches you mentioned, like it's got the little rubber on the portafilter support there.
You just have main power switch on off, little light on it.
So you know.
Yep.
Okay.
And with these, the power cords come out of the bottom. Some of the older ones will come out the side.
And those they do look really nice. I like the logo on the back there and little branding. They do look nice.
And you never seem to have a problem with a Mazzer grinder.
No.
They always seem to just work. They don't grind as fast as some of the other grinders, but they're a good quality grinder.
Yep.
And I would definitely recommend one of these.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the Mazzer Mini Model A and the Model B. I'm Todd from Whole Latte Love, Mark behind the camera, and thanks for watching.
Hey, why not subscribe now for easy free access to more videos on everything coffee, brought to you by WholeLatteLove.com.